Hello, and welcome to my April wrap-up. First off, I just want to say that, today is a beautiful day outside, and I'm very into it. I'm excited. Also, I'm, holding the camera, because it's just, I don't know, it's one of those days. So, this month, I didn't really read that much. That's, it is what it is. I did watch a lot of Criminal Minds, and I made a video about Criminal Minds. But did not read that much. Overall, I got through 3 books, though. One of them was Magpie Murders. That was an audiobook. I actually listened to almost all of it in March, but I still had an hour and a half left on it when I filmed my wrap-up for March, so I didn't include it on that one, although it was so close. Now it's part of this month. Then I did reread Catching Fire one weekend, and that was really fun. That's my favorite book in the Hunger Games series, and I was feeling Hunger Games, and I'd been at my mom's house for Easter, and that was I couldn't find the first one, but I was oh well, Catching Fire is my favorite anyways, and then I didn't grab Mockingjay because I don't need that. Then the last book I read, I did audiobook, and Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. So I'm not going to talk about Catching Fire because we all know, but I will talk about the 2 mysteries, and I kind of picked And Then We Were None influenced by Magpie Murders. So let's start off with Magpie Murders. So it is by Anthony Horowitz, I believe, and I have to say, so the premise was there's a book editor, she is editing a murder mystery novel, and she is oh, there's more to this mystery than it seems. A murder mystery unravels in real life as well on her end. And I thought that sounded really cool. I guess part of me thought that it would alternate between the 2 books. I'm referring to the book inside the book. The mystery inside the mystery is the interior one, and just the regular mystery, the exterior one. I don't know if there's actual terms for it, but I kind of thought they would alternate, and that was not the case. There was a whole small English town golden age of mystery inspired book inside that book. The interior mystery was just fully the first half of the book, the first 5+ hours or something, and then the exterior mystery happened after, and that was the one that I had really signed up for the plot for based on the description, and I had a lot of trouble getting into the interior mystery at first. It was just not really the vibe I was going for, not what I expected, but I think I really did start to get a lot more invested. I liked it, but I was wanting to read more. I wasn't suspenseful or intrigued. I think once we got to the exterior mystery, I was more intrigued. Overall, it just wasn't my favorite thing, though. I want to try more Anthony Horowitz mysteries. He has a bunch, and there are definitely things I enjoy about it. I just don't know if that was the plot for me. So I want to try more of his books, but I don't know which ones. So one of the things I liked about that book was that, especially once we got outside of the interior mystery, the exterior mystery broke down some of the references that were in the first one, and clues and puzzles and things they were discovering, which I liked that stuff. And also, I didn't get the references myself, so it was fun to hear about those. And a lot of the references were to Agatha Christie, and that was something they talked about a lot. And the whole thing was kind of an homage to Agatha Christie novels, Agatha Christie mysteries, and the golden age of mysteries as a whole. I decided that a great book to finally read. It's been on my want to read for a super long time, and I just never really made the jump. But I was this is the time. And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which is one of the most famous mystery books ever, and one of the most renowned, and the best out there. And I can't remember what it's called. There's a certain name for it, and Morgan says it every time, but the type of mysteries where you're isolated and it's one of you but you don't know who it is. Yes, that somewhat, or it's, I don't know if it's proved that it originated it, but it's kind of credited with originating that concept. majorly, and I liked it a lot. I liked it a whole lot. I definitely liked I don't know that like Golden Age mysteries are necessarily my favorite type of mysteries, so there might just kind of be like a limit there. Generally, I'm sure there will be ones, there are others that there are ones I would like more than others. I know this is one of like the best mysteries ever. It's not a personal favorite of mine, so it's a 4-star book, but it was good. I did have trouble paying attention for like the first 3 chapters or so, but then it really reeled me in. It was definitely fast paced, and it was super fast paced and went through really quickly, and I had partially picked it because it was a shorter listen. It was only 6 hours, I think, and I realized based on that too that in Magpie Murders, like, the interior mystery was a full-length mystery book. About the same length as like the Agatha Christie mysteries that it was emulating. So that was something I was like, oh wow. And so I think that just overall, I think Magpie Murders did what it was trying to do really well. It just like wasn't super great for me. And then There Were None is also obviously one of like the best mystery books ever. But it's just not like my most favoriteest thing, so it's a 4-star book for me. And then Magpie Murders I think is 3 stars. But like I said, I want to try more of his books. I think some of them will like hit more. And same with Agatha Christie. I definitely want to like read more of her books. This is my first time reading one. Oh my god. Considering I love mysteries, it's like kind of wild. But yeah, that's really all my thoughts. It's only 2 books. Like I said, Catching Fire you already know. We'll see if I read more in May or not. Like, I'll try, I guess. I had an overall slump. Like, I didn't really do as many videos. I didn't read much. But I watched a lot of Criminal Minds. So, yeah. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Bye.